Hello everyone and welcome back. Now, a few of you are asking me to take a look at Violet after yesterday's video, so I'm going to jump in and do that. I'm going to give my first impressions and reviews on Violet. Now, Dory still shocked. Awesome character, very, very silly, but that's not what we're discussing today. I want to take a look at Violet, and she looks very cool, Violet does. So, let's take a look and see what we've got today. Now, I'm still currently working on Listen. You can see that I can get her up another level to 58, which is lovely. There we go, 58. Getting very slowly, but very close now. They've obviously made some of these easier as well to level up. Don't know if you read about that in the update, but they have made these easier. I need to get one of her advanced talents level 4. I think I was working on her advanced talent, this one here. Oh, I like that one actually. I need to get a few more books. I wish it was a bit easier to get the books, but for now, we're fine. I've been working on Mickey Mouse's ones as well to get him up quite far because, you know, he's my favourite character, and Ariel's doing quite well as well. I still need to get Mr. Incredible up to the big 4 stars, but I've nearly done Maleficent up to 60, which I'm happy with. So anyway, let's push into this new character and take a cheeky peek at what we've got. So we reviewed Dory yesterday. Feel free to go check that video out. And obviously Simba, they've updated Simba now. So he's got toe beans. Greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so let's go down quickly here to Violet. And I really like the design of her here. If you remember I was saying, like, how would they do a character like Violet? They've certainly done a good job. Like, she's probably one of my favourite looking characters. Now, yes, it's a very, very standard look. She's not suddenly really hench or anything like that. It's a very cool look, and they've kind of nailed that teen look really well with that cool kind of like crop hoodie she's wearing. So they've put like the Violet style on it. If you've seen Incredibles, you know what I'm talking about. But they've done a brilliant job, in my opinion, with Violet. And yeah, I hope they kind of continue what they've been doing really with her, because she's a fantastic character. Really cool character. So yeah, anyway, looks are fantastic. I'm gonna have to give it a solid 10, because obviously when I was looking at like Dory, it was quite scary. But anyway, abilities. Now, overview. A force field for justice. She's another support type character. So what it looks like, I've got my little Dash here as well, guys. I cannot wait to see Dash in this game. I'm hyped for that. But what it looks like, I accidentally put him in the bin. What it looks like is that they kind of do 2 of each character. Last time out there, they did put 2 tanks in. Now there's 2 support type characters. I'm going to say it's going to be difficult for them to release an attack type character who's going to be better than Ariel, or a tank who's going to be better than Mr. Incredible. Wall-E was very good. I didn't really like Simba too much. So we've gone to abilities, and let's take a look at her main special. So at the start of each combat, or so that's each wave, all allies are inflicted with a 40% critical debuff for the remainder of the encounter or until Violet is killed. Now, I like that a lot because, again, that's a huge debuff for someone like Maleficent, who focuses solely on crits. Or if you're using a character like Scrooge and he uses a special, it's not going to be as effectful because it's going to be minus 40%, so it renders that special a little bit useless. But I think that's really good, and we're really coming in with some cool new hits here. Then we've got heavy attacks inflict a shock, dealing 3 damage per second. I believe that's a little bit like Buzz and Zurg. Buzz and Eve. They have that same kind of thing, but it's cool. I like it. Just getting tick damage, which is nice. Basic attacks have a 10% chance to grant allies a 20% defense buff. That's really nice. That lasts for 10 seconds. If Violet's target is inflicted with shock, her basic attack have a 30% chance to grant a defense buff. That's quite nice, actually. I like that. It's a pretty solid move. It's cool, and I cannot wait to see what her combat's actually going to be like. Unfortunately you can't zoom, but the detail in her face is phenomenal as well. Now we've got the UV force fields. Violet grants a force field. So obviously this was pretty obvious this was going to be the special. Violet grants a force field to all allies. You can only do one. The strength of a force field is equal to 50% of Violet's defense. So when it comes to looking at talents later, if there's defense ones, it's certainly going to be worth focusing on that. At the time of creation, force fields absorb basic and heavy projectiles and will last for 10 seconds or until they're destroyed, so they're going to have health. While a force field is active, the protected ally gains 100% resistance to shock and burn damage, so that again would nullify Maleficent hugely. For the first 5 seconds while a force field is active, it grants 2% armor per second to the ally. Really good. So imagine having Wally and Violet on, and then having like Mickey Mouse as well, and then Wally would become like immortal. I'm actually going to I'm going to focus on trying to unlock Violet when I can. I think she's fantastic, and her moves just seem incredible. Okay, and then we also got it when we get to 4 stars, so how much is this going to change? So Violet grants a force field to all allies at the start of each combat, and armor granted from force fields increases by 2%. Very good. That is very good. Like, that's a game changer. To have a shield at the start, that's actually huge. The strength of Violet's force field is increased by an additional 50% of her defense. So basically it goes up to around 100% of her defense as force fields coming out. So if I was going to do a build for her talents here, I'm presuming one of these is going to be a defense. Yeah, grants 20% defense at the start of an encounter. So that one, you're going to want to get steady hands on straight away because it's going to buff up all of her moves. Blooming strength, don't really care about attack on her. Once per encounter, while at or below 50%, Violet gains a 20% defense buff that lasts for the rest of the encounter. She also gains an invisible buff for 15 seconds. That's going to make how does this one work? A buff unique to Violet that makes it hard to enemies to target her while invisible. Enemies will twice second eyes. Okay, yeah. So that's actually really cool that they've made it a unique skill for her. So at the moment we're having steady hands and we're having shrinking. Deflect. Violet's critical damage debuff removes an additional 40% crit. Not blown away by that one. When force field is destroyed or expires, enemies are inflicted with shock. I like that. Dealing 5% damage per second for 10 seconds. I really like that. That's really good. Then we've got incredible defense. Love the name. When a force field is applied to an ally, adjacent enemies are knocked back. So this one would be steady hands, shrinking Violet. Then I'd probably also put the electrostatic pulse on. So I think she is a awesome character. I'm very, very excited to see what we've got to look forward to her. Look at all the tiers. They go on for ages now. Get a character level 100. Mental. Anyway, awesome character.